Hello everyone, welcome to the Sportiest stream. It's nice to see you all here tonight. How are you doing? My name is SportyFC. It's great to see you all here. Hopefully everyone is having a good night right now. It's a little earlier than usual to be alive, but not that early. And of course, every week we always see these guys play, don't we? It's going to be here Dark Falcons on the stream again, but this time they'll be playing Sovereign Gaming. Again, we've seen Dark Falcons every single week so far for the up-and-coming cup, but every week they've had a different matchup. Every week they've been able to win. We'll see if this week proves to be the same as the rest, or if things will change in the favor of Sovereign Gaming, who are looking for their first win of the season. Sovereign Gaming right now at the 2-9, 2 games for, 9 games against, currently in the rankings. Dark Falcons the exact opposite, 9-2. We'll see how that will change things, as again, just gonna wait for both these teams to be ready. Again, for the up and coming cup, Dark Falcons have looked almost unstoppable. They're one of the 3-0 teams that's hanging around here. In their group, they're the only one left that's 3-0, again, beating the other undefeated team last week, which was the biggest Birds. Now, this week, they look to try to keep that title against Sovereign Gaming, who were known by a different name last season. Last season, they're under the Title 1 esports organization for Title 1 Fury. This season, obviously, a different name, but still very much a similar team. Again, a rocky start for them. If we were to talk about the games that they've been in, it would not be very pretty for them. But here we go again. Week 1, they lost to Circuitry Gaming Blue in a sweep. Then they played... they played Mega Melons and they lost that 3-1. And most recently, last week, they played Backbone and they lost that 3-1. And Backbone, an interesting team to talk about, because that's kind of it's another team that's been struggling here. By the way, that's Backbone's only win so far this season, was against Sovereign. So again, they're looking for their first win. Dark Falcons, an unlikely source for it, but you can never say never. You never say it can't happen. It definitely can. We've seen upsets happen before on the stream. And maybe to see if you guys think an upset will happen, you have your prediction poll. Go vote for who you think will win. Do you think it'll be Sovereign Game? Do you think it'll be Dark Falcons to win again, or do you think Sovereign Gaming will somehow pull out an incredible upset, making it where this group has no undefeated teams left? Again, crazy is that there's a lot of undefeated teams left. There's a lot of every group has at least one undefeated team. Some have 2. If Sovereign Gaming were to win this, there'd be no undefeated teams left in this group. Dark Falcons are the only team left that's undefeated. They're looking to defend that current undefeated title. They don't want to lose it. Really, you can't blame them for not wanting to. It's a pretty prestigious title. It's a tough one to earn, especially with competition they've had to run into. But will the roster of Wraith, Turner, Reaps stop Dark Falcons? And Hunting's also on at Sovereign Gaming. We'll see if we'll see if they maybe make an appearance if things do not go well for Sovereign. But overall, both teams we'll just be waiting for them to join the lobby. As soon as they're here, they'll be good to go. There's only one team for 24 that went undefeated. It doesn't happen all the time. Yeah, it doesn't. Again, we're very early on in the season. We're only in week 4 right now. There are tons of teams that are still undefeated. Some teams have not even dropped the game. Dark Falcons are not one of those teams, but there are some teams actually in other groups that have not even dropped a single game yet. Or they're 9-0. They haven't dropped anything. How long is the season in this league? I believe it's 7 weeks. I believe it's 7 weeks in this one. Again, there's 4 different groups. let's see. Yeah, it's seven matches. Basically, there's 4 groups of 10. Each team in each group will play 7 matches against other teams in their group. And the top teams of each group will play in a final bracket. So, again, impressive for a lot of these teams to go this far, but there's a good amount of them, again, that are still undefeated. Very likely that we're going to end off the season with at least one team undefeated out of all 40 of them. But, Dark Falcons hope that they'll be part of that group. It's alright there, Tommy Buckets. That's me too. Me too. I can't possibly spell. Yeah, no, it's an issue I've had. Don't worry, man. You and me both. Hey, Cobra's in here. Hello, Cobra Warrior. How you doing? Guys, gonna get to watch some up-and-coming cup action here. In what could be a very lopsided matchup. Sovereign Gaming 0-3. Dark Falcons 3-0 in the up-and-coming cup. Again, everybody's here. We might as well get ourselves started. I don't mind starting up a little earlier. By the way, anybody wondering how I'm feeling right now? I'm actually feeling a lot better. Not so sick anymore. I actually don't feel that bad right now. I don't feel like sick, so that's a good thing. So I've been feeling really bad the last couple of days. Ever since Thursday morning, I've been feeling horrible, but feeling pretty good today. Up-and-coming Cup, that's a new one for you, B. It is a 40-team league that is organized by Title One Esports and Golden Arrow Esports. Just a bug? I hope it is. I don't really know what it is. We're planning to go to a doctor, but I think it's a bug. We think it's like a small bug. And we're gonna give both teams a good luck. Yeah, there you go. JD, Inzel, and Valak. Valak's changed his name to Shroom. Uber's got... Your partner's been getting sick as well. I wish your partner the best of luck in getting better. For me, I'm fortunate. I don't have one. I don't have a partner. Okay, that's actually a little sad, but... Anyways, here we go. Best of 5 series. We'll not focus on my current loneliness issues, and instead, we'll focus on how good of a season it's been so far for Dark Falcons, who are currently on that orange side. They play Sovereign Gaming, who represents the blue. As Dark Falcons right now with the early offense. Inzel off the corner, looking for Valak, but Wraith will clear it away. And the question right now for Dark Falcons... the question is not really for Dark Falcons, but for them, they're going to want to have as good of a start as possible. As Shroom with control. It's Valak, by the way, again. I'm assuming that's Valak. If I didn't ask to clarify. I'll make sure I'll ask JD1 afterwards, to make sure that is Valak. I believe that is Valak, though. He's changed his name a lot. It's unlikely for him to do that. As now Wraith. Trying to pop his way by. Valak off the back wall. And Turner misses this. JD off the crossbar. That one goes wide. Now Valak again. JD will stop it. And this is the Dark Falcons way of how things go. They just like to control everything. They're a high-flying team. They're known for their pretty high mechanical plays, although currently right now they're just putting on a lot of quick shots on this blue net. So far, Sovereign have done very well at stopping them, but this pressure will start to become overbearing as time goes on. And now the net's open for Valak off of JD1's assist. An early start for Dark Falcons, as they'll be up 1-0. Here we go. Looking for a second one. Valak. Stopped by Wraith. Inzel now. Getting it off the back wall for JD1. That one. Almost 2. Here comes Valak. I can't believe he missed that one. So close for Valak, but just not enough in it. JD1 now. Off the corner. Turner. Trying to get the clear, but stopped by Valak. Valak right now getting himself involved everywhere. Again, Dark Falcons, their style of offense is just getting themselves in every place possible and finding the openings. They're so fast, it's really tough to compete against them. As Inzel here finds his captain, and now they're up by 2. Dark Falcons setting off as many people expect them to. And a pretty strong start here They're known for their dominance. Even against the other bird team in this group, Biggest Birds, even against them, who Biggest Birds are, again, probably what many consider the second best team in this group, by a good amount. They took them down pretty quickly. Dark Falcons, really, again, against any team here, they just seem to have so much confidence, so much control. And it never seems to end, and, well, sometimes that does lead to overcommits, as many aggressive teams do. And not a team that does it often. There are teams where you have to play, there are teams where you can't rely on mistakes to help you out because your offense is just too strong. And now another goal. Inzel's first of the game. And it's an amazing continuation of what they've done so far for Dark Falcons. They continue scoring, they continue their offense, and they continue to put Sovereign Gaming in the passenger seat. They're the ones who are controlling the tempo. JD1. Turner. Clearing it back. Sovereign Gaming have not really had any offense for them. I don't even know if they've had a single shot yet. Chance. That one, though, kept away. And this 50-50. Actually going to go towards the midfield here for Reaps, but he can't put it on target. JD1 now. Use those mechanics to get away, but Turner will cut it off before it happens. Here, Valak takes it to the ground. Now a dribble past another. In front for JD1, but he didn't read it. Wraith. Not through Inzel. Now Turner. And again, it's Inzel there to shut the play down. Dark Falcons unrelenting here. On offense, on defense, everywhere. JD1 stopped by Reaps. Valak here looking for Inzel. Inzel trying to make it 4. Still in front. Cleared away by Reaps. JD1 now. Sovereign Gaming, they don't get a chance to breathe. And here's Valak to score. Dark Falcons add another. It's again and again and again. They do not stop scoring here. Dark Falcons, with how dominant of a game this is, a sweep would not be unlikely to predict right now. Every game's different, but with a start like this for Dark Falcons, I mean, is there anything that can stop them here from Sovereign Gaming? Again, Sovereign Gaming, not even a single shot. And with how things have looked, I can't say it might be getting any better for them. Still a minute left in this game. I mean, for Sovereign Gaming, we're gonna hope that minute goes by quickly so that they can reconvene here for Game 2. Game 1. Game 1's a game plan. It obviously hasn't worked for them. Dark Falcons are just taking away their whole playstyle here. Inzel, he couldn't find a 6th. Now it's JD1. Got a flip reset on this, actually. He'll use it! Oh, he gets the dunk, too! JD1! From the side roll, look at how tight he gets on that! And he scoops it under Turner. And then gets the dunk on Wraith. 1v3 in its purest form. Dark Falcons are doing it all. And JD1... Well, if that wasn't poetic, I don't know what is. Now it's his hat trick. Sovereign Gaming just can't get anything to go in their favor. JD1 through a couple different defenders. Inzel now gets the pinch. That one's strong. My goodness. It's gonna go all the way back to JD1 here. He'll keep it up. We'll look maybe for a 7th. He doesn't have the boost to follow this up. Turner will get it to the side. Wraith will keep it high. Sovereign Gaming. And they were looking for a chance there. Reaps keeping it across. But a miss from Inzel. Dark Falcons. The ball will finally drop. They win Game 1 in a shutout. Look at the shooting. 15-0. Sovereign Gaming. Do they have anything here to answer back with? Because this game, they were completely silent. Unfortunately, if they don't change something soon, it will stay that way. Dark Falcons are just There's no answers right now from Sovereign Gaming. Dark Falcons are having their way. Okay, game 2. Inzel off the kickoff. That one just wide now. He's trying to look in field. Turner will instead get it off his own back wall, but JD1 is up. Reeps misses this, and that will leave Rafe to clear it downfield. Inzel just gets to it in time. Now Valak to JD1. And even in moments of panic, Dark Falcons still use that speed, still use that teamwork, still use that chemistry to get the ball around. Pinch, Inzel wins the challenge against Rafe. Reeps trying to clear it away, but JD1 will keep it high. Rafe will intercept though, and he could score this. Here's a touch, saved by Valak, the first shot of the series for Sovereign Gaming. It was a decent play downfield, but they're going to need more plays like that if they want to get a goal, and that would be only one goal. JD1 off the sidewall. Rafe popping it high. Jumping is Valak to Inzel. Inzel will keep it off the back wall. Dark Falcons starting to reach a little bit here on offense. Need to be a bit careful. They don't have a lead yet, so reaching like that may not be advisable. Double commits, but JD1 open downfield. Inzel will get the final touch and redirect it in. Not like he had to, but just in case. He'll secure the goal for Dark Falcons as they do finally take their lead in game 2. And now one goal. Can they add more to it again? Last game they won by 6. They won 6-0. They didn't have a single issue with that. As now Inzel up the sidewall. That one. It was looking like he was going to shoot that. I stuttered so bad there. My sorry guys. I can't speak. My bad, guys. It's been a long day for me. Dark Falcons here. Back pass from JD1. Valak almost overshot that now, and Rafe down the field. He could score this. It will go in there. Oh my goodness, I thought JD1 had that, but Rafe will score. As a follow from Yeah, Me Too. I agree. Me Too. Thank you, Yeah, Me Too. The follow as... Oh my goodness, Dark Falcons giving out 5 subs here. Make sure, if you are in the chat, to go thank him for that. Very gracious of you. Thank you so much, Tommy Buckets. Glad to be supporting your league among many others, like the up-and-coming Cup. In this game, we find it tied up. Sovereign Gaming has been able to get a goal here. Dark Falcons, that goal will probably start to tell them to quit the horseplay. I mean, this game, it feels like they've been playing around a little too much. They've been reaching a little more for these plays, and have been going for things that they didn't need to. We'll see if that changes around. JD1 towards net. Reeps won't be able to get to it in time. JD1 will score, and he'll take the lead back here for Dark Falcons. They don't give Sovereign Gaming much time, and that infield pass was so close to the net. All JD1 had to do was make sure he could control it, and that would be a goal. Valak from the corner. Past Rafe. Turner will miss this one. Looking for a second touch. JD1 off the corner, infield. Looking across for Inzel. Inzel will take it high. Ceiling shot. Challenged by Turner, and that's what you gotta do against Dark Falcons when they go for those kind of solo plays. You need to cut it off before it really gets to a point where it's just too far gone. Stopping the solo plays before they start is how you beat these guys on offense. How you beat these guys with their offense. Unfortunately, they're so persistent that it's really tough to do it consistently. And it's really tough to do it often. Because very quickly they can also just go for simple passing plays, strong, powerful shots, and that itself can take away your chances of trying to stop their solo plays, but can also just create a new offense that you have to contend with. Dark Falcons, so many weapons. And so far, no one's been able to outplay them. Inzel Around the corner. Turner will clear it back. JD1 up high, and he's got space here. He can hit this. Drop down for Inzel. The double tap comes through, and Inzel will put in the shot. JD1 took it high, and the worry here is that he can hit those things. And Inzel, he trusts that he can. Dark Falcons 3-1. They extend their lead to 2. Weird. JD1. Turner will immediately challenge in front for Reaps. Reaps misses this. Valak with a dribble. Flip reset. Oh, he hits it too. It's Valak to go the distance now. And this one, not just scoring, but scoring with style. Look at that one. The flip reset was necessary. He puts it on target. Rafe left flat-footed as all he can do is just say, what a great play that was. Dark Falcons now continue to add goals. JD1 to Inzo looking for a 5th. That one's high, but Valak is not. Saved by Turner. Sovereign Gaming, a lot of saves, but they need some offense. Their only goal coming from an overcommit from Dark Falcons, and ever since then, Dark Falcons have whipped themselves back into shape. And they're just controlling every single facet of the game, just like you expect them to. This outplay from Valak will leave JD1 a 5th goal. And for Sovereign Gaming, I think it's a simple case of them just not being good enough to compete with Dark Falcons. Dark Falcons know exactly what they're doing. And it seems like they just are in full control of everything they do, of every card touch they make. Reaps trying to find something for Sovereign Gaming, but Valak will clear it back. Turner with the clear. Inzel keeps it high. Reaps now to the corner. Infield from Valak. Turner stopped by Inzel. JD1 up, maybe, but couldn't put it on the net. Rafe past Inzel, and now Game 2 will end. Dark Falcons look like they're going to sweep. Game 3 coming up. But it may only be a formality here for them. Sovereign Gaming did get a goal. They did better this game than they did last game, but as time went on, Dark Falcons, they just let up less and less, and their offense is just something that is impossible to compete with. As we're going to move on to Game 3 now. Game 3, the FH Stadium. Dark Falcons, currently undefeated in their group. The only team to hold that current stance. And right now, it looks like it's going to stay that way unless Sovereign Gaming can change something, and they can change something quickly. Last game, they were able to score, but it took a massive error from Dark Falcons to be able to do that. They can't rely on Dark Falcons doing that, because when Dark Falcons plays like they mean it, they are very much not a mistake-prone team. This high mechanical playstyle can be prone to mistakes, but they're so good at following each other that you aren't really given time to capitalize on anything. Oh my goodness. What is that? Oh my goodness. Dude's just... How many chain dashes was that? Someone gotta count those. I feel like that was more so a message than anything else. There from Valak. Is now up. Speaking of Valak, there he is. He's going to pass it to JD1, and that will bounce off the corner. JD1 looking to follow it up. No, it'll be Inzel. Oh, that's past all 3 Sovereign players. Dark Falcons have outplayed them all, but that shot's not going to be good enough. And they still have offense, but that chance was so good there. Beating all 3 players, getting them on a triple commit. Still, chances will present themselves to Dark Falcons. They know that, so they're not going to overcommit for them. Inzel, the dribble, and here comes Valak, going to bump him along the way. Trying to see if he could bump the shot to be add a little more power to it. As Inzel now will allow Turner to take this one, but Turner will get bumped. And now, Dark Falcons brings it down the field. JD1 up high. Flip reset, maybe. That's going through a couple players. Oh my goodness, no one can reach it for Sovereign Gaming. It's pandemonium in front of that blue net. But they'll get it out. Now Rafe one-on-one with Inzel. But Valak will pressure him from behind, and I'll have to give up the play. Reaps. Not through Inzel. He couldn't get through that Dark Falcons midfield. But now everybody from Dark Falcons is overcommitted. Turner, can he shoot this? No, Valak will get there in time. Chance for Sovereign Gaming, but they couldn't use it. Now it's Valak. Maybe a second. Yes, a second! And JD1 will steal it. Dark Falcons, it was Valak all the way. He really deserved to have this goal. But JD1 from the last second will yoink it away from him. And will take the stats for himself. Dark Falcons, though, it doesn't matter. The stats, doesn't matter what player took the goal. They're up 1-0. Inzel. The Valak. Cleared back by Rafe. Inzel will miss this. Reeps will jump as well. JD1 now. To the back wall. Downfield. Miss here from Valak. Chance for Sovereign Gaming. But they couldn't get anything going. Turner tried to get a shot there. Tried to reach for it, but he couldn't get there in time. Here's from Sovereign. And a dunk here from Reeps. They're starting to play a little more outside of their net. They're starting to play a little more proactive. Style that can favor them. Rafe here. Oh my goodness, what a double. In front. But no one was on the end of that one there for Sovereign. And Dark Falcons clear it away. Keep that 1-goal lead. Rafe bumped. Forced away. Turner couldn't read it. But Inzel will wait back. Doesn't read the bounce though, but JD1 is there. Misses this. Inzel. 2 touches. Valak. Corner. Infield. For JD1 off the back wall. Get back by Rafe. Inzel now. To the side. Inzel again off the side wall. Pinched away. Inzel. To the ceiling. JD1. Back to Inzel. Inzel looking to Valak. Valak off the back wall. Looking for Inzel. Inzel bounces off of Valak. No shot coming from Dark Falcons. That's just one pass too many for them. And sometimes it just takes a simple play. That one. JD1 just decides to challenge, and it will go in his favor here. And Valak will force this one to go in. The save was just not enough for Sovereign Gaming. Valak will force them to give up a second. JD1 looking to make it 3. A double tap to Inzel. That will make it 3. JD1, whenever he goes up for a double tap, he's so consistent. He just continues to hit them over and over again. He doesn't score them, but he hits them. And that itself sets up his teammates. And Dark Falcons, they don't need to hit these crazy mechanical plays to score them. They just need to make sure they use them to outplay the defenders and set up each other. And if they're able to do that, and who cares about scoring them? They'll still get the goal in the end. Sovereign Gaming have all but given up in this game. 3 goals, just something that they can't get back when they've only been able to score once this series. They'll let the time tick away, but this will be a sweep win for Dark Falcons. They'll stay undefeated. 4-0 now in the season. Sovereign Gaming trying to let the time tick away. Dark Falcons maybe looking for one more goal. Inzel. JD1. Fake to Valak. Valak. Challenged by Rafe. Rafe now will keep it up for Reeps in the corner. And Dark Falcons will hit it across their net. They'll let it drop eventually, as they'll take this series 3-0. It was quick. It was simple. It was Dark Falcons doing what Dark Falcons do. A 3-0 team beating an 0-3 team was expected, but I mean, Dark Falcons, they did it how you expect them to. Offense, aggression, speed. They have it all. Sovereign Gaming, they'll still be looking for that first win of the season, as now we're more than halfway through it. They do not have that many chances left. But again, it's good for Dark Falcons. as we'll be waiting for them here for an interview because they do like them. So we'll get them an interview here as again they win this series convincingly. As again, I want to mention this is not the only matchup for tonight. We have one more. It will be a Skyward Series matchup. Ignition Academy versus Striker FaZe. As joining me now is JD1. Congratulations on your win. You guys are 4-0. I mean, it was expected that you were going to beat Sovereign Gaming, but tell me about this season. Tell me about everything around it. I mean, you guys are undefeated. Did you ever expect yourselves to be at this point halfway through the season?
Yes, sir. We expected to be undefeated. We feel like we're the best team in the league.
And there is the confidence of the Falcons. That's something that you can see emanating from their play every single touch they make, every single mechanical play they go for. But specifically, what I think I noticed the most of from players like you is that you don't use mechanical plays always to score. Sometimes it's just to set up teammates. And you guys have such a good way of following up each other that even if you don't score the solo plays, it's still a pass. It's still an assist.
Yes, sir. It's because we had like this team. We've been playing for a while now, so we just have a lot of chem. So that's just where the chemistry come from. Just playing with each other for a while now.
Yeah, of course. Again, chemistry makes greatness. The best teams in the world are not the teams with the most mechanical players, although something can be said about your players, about this team being super mechanical. And it's not just the most mechanical players, it's the players that have the best chemistry together. It's the players that can work together. You can have a team of really solid mechanical players and not have good chemistry, but you guys have both. You guys have both, and I mean, you just continue to dominate week after week. I don't know if you've even gone to a game 5 yet this season.
We're gonna continue to dominate every week.
Yeah, again, you haven't gone to a game 5 yet. At the very worst, you've gone to game 4. Next week, you have to play against, Missouri S&T Green. And obviously, I know your expectations are to win that series, but again, this is a team that is still fighting in. But at this point in the season, you can't be thinking about your next matches. You might starting to think about those playoffs and what it means to get into there, because you guys already with 4 wins under your bag, pretty likely you'll be heading to the playoffs, even if you were to somehow lose the rest of the season, which is quite unlikely with your current standing.
Yes, sir. That's what we're looking forward to, playoffs.
Yeah, of course, playoffs. So many other teams that are willing to face off against you. Is there? And I know, obviously, without getting carried too far, because the playoffs are still a good couple weeks away.
But also, we still can't underestimate every team. Every week, we gotta have a mindset to go in and dominate as a team, regardless of who we play.
Of course, again, it doesn't matter what team you play, whether it's a biggest Spurs, whether it's a Sovereign Gaming. But again, with the playoffs, again upon that horizon, how confident are you from a scale of 1 to 10 on the playoffs now, especially that you're 4-0? I would assume it's probably a 10.
10 for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Again, you guys are... Why wouldn't you be? You guys have beaten everybody in your group, and you don't look like you're stopping anytime soon. But again, talk about the team as well, the chemistry. You, Valak, Inzel, Illusion, who was your sub. We didn't get to see Illusion play this week, but we've seen Illusion play before. It doesn't matter which of the 4 players is playing. You guys just seem to have that chemistry built up after a long time. And just verify for us the importance of that chemistry, because you mentioned it earlier, but let's talk about it again, even maybe in a little more depth.
We just like I said, we've been playing for a long time now. I say we've all been playing together for at least over a year now. So yeah, we have a lot of chemistry, and even with just now picking up Illusion, we just like everything just clicked when we picked him up, and with him adding him to the roster, it just made the chemistry even better, honestly.
Exactly, this roster can work together and continue to get their wins. Again, next week you do play Missouri S&T Green. Chances are I'll be seeing that series, since I've been seeing you guys every single week so far, so who knows. But again, any shoutouts, any final messages for the stream? Again, another successful win for you guys this week.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Ian, shout out to my boy Val, shout out to Illusion. And yeah, just shouting out the team. We're gonna be humble, but also we're gonna continue to dominate every week.
Of course, that's what Dark Falcons do. Again, congratulations on your win tonight. Have an amazing rest of your night, and with any luck, I'll see you again next week.
Yes, sir.
That was JD1 there, Dark Falcons. Again, thank you all so much for joining. Oh, again, I'll be live again soon with that Ignition Academy versus Striker phase matchup. But that was it for this matchup. We'll be going to a quick break, and then stream will be up again soon, don't worry. But, again, thank you all so much for sticking around, for being cool, and for showing your support for these teams. Definitely does make me pretty happy, but that is it here for this matchup. Everybody, take care. Have an amazing rest of your evening. If you can stick around, please do so. It definitely is appreciated. Again, thank you all so much for joining. I really don't have much else to say, but stick around and join back for that match that's coming up very soon. How did I find out about this tournament? I'm on Golden Army Sports. They're one of the organizations that's pretty heavily they're very heavily involved in this tournament. That's how I'm involved in it. I've also been around since season 0, so that's why I'm still in this tournament. I've been around since its very beginning. It's currently in season 3. Again, everybody, have a great rest of your evening. But if you do plan to come back, thank you very much.